we are Group 12. So, today we're gonna talk about the case, which is on page 83, case 3. With the advent of modern technology, students tend to use their smartphones in every class. Some students will put away their phones during the class hours. However, still a lot of them are using it to play games or browse their respective social medias. When Miss Lee observes this situation, she tries to stop those who spend too much time on their smartphones. As she is about to stop Tony, he just ignores her and continues playing with his smartphone. Miss Lee is really angry because she is really concerned about her students' learning. So, here comes a debate and discussion. I'm the host of this competition. I'm Kevin. And let's welcome side A to do a brief self-introduction.
Hi, we are side A, and my name is Linda.
And my name is Joyce.
And my name is Sammy. We are side B. My name is Leilani.
My name is Mark.
And my name is Jocelyn.
Okay, so let's get started. Let's welcome side A.
Hi. Our group stands for the side of teacher should insist on stopping her student using smartphone in class. There are many reasons to stand for this opinion, and I'm going to talk about one of them. Students using smartphone in class will not only affect teacher mood while teaching, but also disturb other classmates. Teacher may feel frustrated when observe some student ignore her teaching and using smartphone in class. Some classmates will be distracted by other classmates who are using smartphone beside them too. For the rest of other classmates in class, I think teachers need to stop the student who use smartphone during class hours.
Teacher should insist her student to put away his cell phone. In my opinion, most of the time when students use their phone in class, they are just browsing on some entertainment website. As a teacher, insisting students to put away their phone is to hope that they can be concentrated in class. And some students might claim that even though they are playing on their phone, but they can still listen about what teacher is trying to tell. However, there is a research from Stanford University said when people multitasking like students, they play on their phone in classes, this behavior will definitely make students more distracted. So that asking students to put away their phone not only for respecting teacher who is on the stage, but also helping students to concentrate. Students come to school is to learn not to waste their time browsing on the internet in class. And some teacher might not ask their student not to play cell phone directly, but students should understand when they are playing on their phone, this behavior doesn't show respect to the person on the stage.
I think maybe the students who use smartphone during class are searching for the information they don't understand, but actually not all the students are using for this application. Instead, most of the time they are spending time on the social media or even the games. That's absolutely not necessary in the class. And my opinion is if you need to search for some information, you can mark it up first and then use your smartphone after the class. This way you're not going to miss what the teacher said during the class.
Let's welcome side B.
In our group's opinion, teachers should not stop students from using their smartphones. Some teachers think that those students who use their smartphone in class may search some information on the internet. If they stop students from using their smartphone, those students may not be able to solve their confusion immediately. In addition, it even caused some students dissatisfaction in order for the course to proceed smoothly. Some teachers agree that students can use their smartphone in class. Another reason is whether students concentrate on class is their choices. Therefore, some teachers think that they just have to do their duty, and they just inform that students can use their smartphone to search the information. They do not specify to establish a rule to prohibit the use of smartphones in class. And in conclusion, we think that teachers should not stop students from using their smartphones. Stop them from using their smartphone will not help them learn better, and they will not concentrate on class because they can use their smartphones. Nowadays, the age range of using the smartphone is wider. There are still some advantages to using smartphone in class. This is a trend now. That's all our opinions.
Go.
And here's another opinion. Connecting with the internet, smartphones provide generous information to the students in class. You can even be sure that if every student in class completely understands the teaching. In this case, those students who are running a little behind could immediately check on their smartphones and get on track. It saves the teachers a bunch of time and can effectively improving the learning efficiency. Besides, in nowadays classes, students can be easily distracted by doing other things, such as playing games, chatting with others, or drawing on a piece of paper. There are many choices, and using their smartphones could just be one of their choices while they're getting bored in class. Instead of seeing the smartphone as an enemy, why not taking some advantage of it and make it a friend? Since smartphones are getting more and more popular, we think teachers can think of some new teaching methods, including authorizing students using the smartphones in class. For instance, there are already a few cases in the USA in recent years. There was a teacher asking his students to search information from various websites by their smartphones. He also created a group online so that students in class could share the information they found and discuss with all the classes. It was found that the students are very well cooperating with the teacher and has high teaching effectiveness.
Again, both of these are our two different opinions on this case. So, let me tell you the conclusion. Respecting each other is the most important matter we should keep in mind. So, we have 2 extra questions to discuss. So, let's get started.
And the second question we are going to talk about is why students have the habit of using smartphone in class. And is there any relation between this situation and social phenomenon? And after group discussion, there are many reasons, and here I'm going to talk about 2 of the reasons. One is that some students think the class content is boring, it doesn't catch their eyes, so they feel bored and decide to use their smartphone to play games or chat with others. For them, using smartphone is the only way to kill time and not to bother other classmates. The other one is that they use their smartphone to search for the information that is related to the class content. It is convenient for them to search for the information they want on smartphone, so they don't need to raise their hand and ask the teacher for those questions.
Go.
Nowadays, tracking phone have become a habit of most of the people, including students. People can get rid of the habit of checking their phones. Maybe the student doesn't mean to play on his phone, but someone just sent a message to him during the class time. And it's hard for them not to check the message because it has become a reflex action. Second, students choose to play on their phone instead of being concentrated in class, might because teacher didn't mention not to take out their phones in class. And the student will think it's okay for a teacher taking out their phone and play. If teacher clearly mentioned about the rule and carry out the rule strictly, students won't easily take out their phone to play. Some students who are not interested in class take out their phone to play because they think teacher doesn't really care. The interaction in class should be bidirectional. That means teacher and students should both respect and give response to each other.
I think nowadays most of the people are addicted to smartphone, or we can say maybe it's because of the internet, especially for the young people. If there are no other interesting things to do, they will continue to use the smartphone. And in addition, games are more attractive and addictive to the young age. They are willing to spend time on it in order to complete the game points. Some of them even forget what to do at a specific time, such as what exactly they should do in the class. Also, students might receive some unhealthy information through the internet that would cause behavior deviation. Thus, we think the teacher should limit students to use the smartphone in class.
As for the issue about whether the teacher should change one's teaching style for the age of technological progress, our group's opinion is positive. Teachers should think about the reasons why students always use smartphones in class. Perhaps the boring teaching method distracts students. If the teacher can make corresponding measures for this problem, the progress of science and technology will have a better impact on students. For example, if every student has a smartphone, the teacher can use this to explain in class. By throwing a topic on the internet platform for everyone to discuss, and maybe add some bonus game mechanism, whether anonymous or not, it can increase students' participation in class. In addition, we also support teachers to increase interaction with students through online games. Since students are always addicted to games, why not teacher change the way to make his lessons more interesting? Reducing some abuses and breaking away from the old ideological framework and rules. We think that teachers can change their teaching methods in a timely manner according to the progress of the times. Not only to let the teachers learn to keep up with the pace of the technology era, but also be positive to students in their coursework.
Okay, Kevin again. It is all our debate and discussion. So, thank you for watching.